Hey guys, doing? Welcome to Indoor Hydroponics. I'm John, your indoor hydroponic test dummy. Welcome inside my kitchen. Okay, despite the name of my channel, Indoor Hydroponics, I do a lot of soil type gardening methods, okay, on this particular channel. And as evidenced by what I've got going on inside the grow room this year, which is a lot of the fabric bags and some potting soil, and the peppers are blowing up. I overfed the tomatoes, and those just led to heartbreak, okay? So I ended up taking some cuttings of those and then putting them into the potting media, and then all of a sudden they got powdery mildew, and now, so I am just scrapping the whole tomato concept of the plants downstairs. I'm going to start some seedlings off in here, clean out the grow room, and hopefully we can resolve that. So the point of this particular video is getting started, getting some seedlings started, okay, planting out type of thing. And I see a lot of videos on YouTube of people using these leftover containers that for eggs, you know. And what they'll put in here is they'll put the potting media in here, right? And then they'll plant their seeds in there, and that's great because I love to repurpose things. But the thing is in my mind, I've never done it that way, okay? In my mind, how do you get the seedling out without damaging it? Or do you let it get so root bound in there that it pulls out real easy, right? And I think there's a simpler method to this. And every Christmas, my family, for whatever reason, because they know me, I guess, buys me these peat pellets, right? These little dehydrated peat pellets. And then you put the water type of thing in here, let them swell up, and that makes a perfect house for these peat pellets. And it also makes a perfect dome for for germination. Okay, guys, you put this right directly on the heat mat, and that makes a perfect home until germination. And then obviously when they start to germinate, you just open it up and introduce them to the light. So let's pour some water to these puppies and plant some seeds, okay? Alright guys, once these have taken up all of the water, they become hydrated, and you've got yourself a nice little potting media right here, or seedling media right here. They come pre-drilled with them holes type of thing. Just pop your seed in there, kind of fluff it up a little bit, pat it down, and again, this just makes the perfect cradle right here, these egg cartons, for these peat pellets. And, you know, and obviously you put the top back on again, and you have yourself a humidity dome. Once they start to germinate, pow! Open it up, introduce them to the light, and you're going to have good seedlings. Once the roots start to pop through, obviously then I transfer them to the next pot up, which is either like a red Solo cup or a styrofoam cup kind of thing. I do not drill holes either on the bottom of the egg carton, okay? And the reason is because I can then use this container before transplant to bottom feed these things, right? Put a tablespoon or a couple tablespoons of water or real mild grow nutrient type of thing in here, and it'll wick back up, feeds them up, and it's perfect. So this is how I used repurposed egg containers for starting seeds. Now, what seeds will I be starting for my grow this year? I'm going to be doing some four of them right now. I obviously have to redo my tomatoes, so I have two varieties of tomato. One is a Tigerella and one is a bush beefsteak, and both of these are early varieties, okay? Both of them are between 55 and 65 days from transplant to maturity, which I like because if I get started on this now, I could potentially have a ripe tomato or two by the end of March, which is cool. Also going to start some basil, and I am going to start my favorite pepper of all. Okay guys, so despite all of the videos I've shot about bell peppers, it is not my favorite pepper. My favorite pepper is the poblano, okay? I just absolutely love the taste, flavor of poblano, and I also like to grind this stuff up, dry it and grind it up when it's mature, and that's where you get your ancho type powder, okay? And I love that stuff, and chilies and eggs and stuff like that. So I'm going to be growing a few of these, and I have some cool ideas in terms of how I'm going to grow these inside this year. And because I'm getting them started so late, it is possible that I may be able to then transfer wherever they're at in the progress out into the garden come May. So I'll get them a good 5 months of growth in here, and they should be pretty big by then. And then maybe I'll get them outside and see if they can really kick it into gear. Okay, guys, so I'm going to plant those out, and then what I'm going to do is take a Sharpie and write the seed, or the variety, right on the lid here, so I know which seeds are in which peat pellet. So anyway, guys, that's how I do it. Hope you like that. I just don't see the logic in just putting dirt into the egg cartons. I think using the peat pellets and then being able to lift them right out and transplanting them right in is just an easier way to go. So anyway, as always, please like, subscribe, leave me a comment, and I will be seeing you on future episodes here on Indoor Hydroponics. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Bye. Different varieties, 2 tomatoes, some peppers. Yes, I'm going to plant more peppers because I like peppers. Kind of firm it down type of thing, and you're all... And I've got a dozen peat pots swelling, all swole, girls. They get, you know, all plump like that. I mean, these things have been around for like since Jesus was alive type of thing. I mean, these things, people have been starting seeds in peat pellets forever, so this isn't any kind of big secret. However, these, Jesus, that's horrible. Since Jesus has been alive.